Another episode of what I bought today. We've got more staples, so things I'm just repeating because they're just so good for you. Easy, crunchy runner beans. This, I did say I was going to trade it out for Greek yogurt, but it was so busy in there I didn't have the space to like translate each yogurt. So I've got they're really good. The peach, strawberry, 100% blackberry juice. That should be good. These weird little they're not apples. I don't quite know what they are. I haven't bothered to look them up. They're very, they're not sour. They're not sweet. They're not too juicy. It's sort of, it just feels like a big, I don't know what it feels like almost like a hazelnut that hasn't fully developed without the hazelnut flavor. I mean, the consistency. So then they've put all the blueberry prices up. So tiny one for £7, and then basically, I think it's literally the same weight for almost 3 times the price. So I'm going to see what the difference is between those two. These are the best grapes I've ever had in my life, probably because they're filled with pesticides. The staple duck legs, the dried mango. This, I don't know what this is. I've got a feeling I've had this before and I don't like it. For this weight and the price, it can't be a quality. I don't think it's a dried fruit. I think it's something really gross, if I remember, but I couldn't resist. It's £8.50, which is like £1, but that's got to be like, it's almost a kilo. And then I had to translate this because I'm going through the snack aisle and I'm not going for the chicken feet, which represent like a third of their entire snacks, every type of chicken foot that you could imagine. And then I'm trying to get away from the spicy stuff because there was a thing called Sunday Morning, I think it was, in English at least, on the packet, which was the hottest thing I've ever had. And it's actually burned a hole in my cheek, which, because I was eating it on the right side, trying not to like spread the chili paste across my tongue. So I was just like putting it in a corner of my mouth, which was on the right side constantly. And it's actually burned a hole through my cheek, basically. Not all the way through, obviously, but I've had a massive, painful ulcer there for the last week because of that chili stuff. So what that means is I'm basically left to the stuff that I've mainly tried, different variations of stuff I've tried. So now I'm looking at the stuff that looks less desirable and having to translate it accordingly so I don't end up with some fucking hot spicy stuff. So this is tofu, but that almost looks like one of those chocolate sort of straws you put in an ice cream, gelato. It's strange. Yeah, all of that came to 120, which is, let me do the math quickly, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 90, 918. Yeah, so it comes in at £12, which is actually not too bad. And then, I was going to go to my coffee shop. Oh, I forgot the best part. So there is nothing authentic left in this area of Xinjiang that is of Uyghur origin. But I've been walking past this bread shop every day, and I don't eat bread anymore because I think bread's poison. And this obviously has bread in it, but these are fresh, chunky somsas, and I absolutely love somsas or samosas if you're from India or Pakistan. But yeah, these are I better eat these now while they're warm, but these look so good. And the guy that served me was almost 100% white, so definitely some real authentic either Russian or Uyghur genes in there. As you know, like the north of Pakistan, which isn't too far, in the Hunza Valley region, you still have the genealogy of Alexander the Great, where you come across people with red hair, green eyes that have been living up in the mountains for thousands of years, that hereditary line, that lineage rather. So yeah, I'll leave it there.